Hi guys, Gunchimp here and welcome back to my legendary playthrough of Skyrim on the Xbox 360. We're currently working on the Bard College quests, which don't actually count as a guild quest in any way, so you don't get any achievements for completing them. And they're pretty much kind of fetch missions. At the moment we've been asked, oops, didn't want to do that. We've been asked to find Rjorn's drum. Rjorn was a famous battle drummer, I guess you guess. So we've come to Falkreath because it's the closest place that I can think of to Halldir's Cairn, and I could fast travel directly there, but you know me, I don't tend to do that because you never know what's going to be guarding the entrance to things. So yeah, it looks like we're going for a quick jog in the country, so let's get it done. Now hopefully, I'm not sure how long it'll take to actually do this one, because we've got to recover this drum. And then the next thing we need to recover, or the final one, is actually a flute, which I know where that is. It's a place we went to quite early on in this Let's Play. It's just a little bandit cave that we need to clear out. So hopefully, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get them both done this video or not. But then once we've done those, that's pretty much it for the Bards College. Again, you get a couple of radio quests that keep popping up, but they're nothing too important. So here you're just a farmer. Oh, farmer.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. A united empire is better for everyone.
You say so. Obviously, you should know this character's destined to be a Stormcloak at some point. Okay, what's going on here? Party.
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day.
Fine.
Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of Hunting Brew mead with me.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your... well, your spirit.
Okay, fair
Cheers,
enough.
my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Again, these guys crop up anywhere within Skyrim. They're kind of a random encounter, as is this guy.
Mike wishes you well.
Good for you.
Once Mike got in trouble in Riften and fled to Windhelm. It is good that nobody there cared.
Okay, so it's basically, this guy just gives you kind of little pointers on how to do things. So for example, if you've got a bounty in one town, the best thing to do is run to a different town and just wait it out. I think you have to wait about 24 hours before they forget about it. But for now we're kind of heading towards this shrine, which I think is actually on this road. It's normally on the, can't remember if it's the left or the right hand side, so we'll just follow it for now. And we're getting close. So I think it's this, is it? Yep, here we are. So this is no one guarding it this time, but you never know. So it's always good advice to just kind of, approach things from a distance so you can get a lay of the land, so to speak. Check this in. Alright, let's go. Okay, now this place is full of all kinds of mushrooms, so for alchemists it's kind of a... Can I get those without leaving? Don't think so. Yeah, I can. Awesome. So yeah, as you know, mushrooms are really useful. For example, Blisterwort there you can use an enchanting smithing potion. So it's really good to have. Namir's Rot, not so much. I don't tend to use that much. Imp Stool is really good for paralysis poisons. And as always, anyone new to my channel, I do tend to keep all the recipes for all the potions that I use in the descriptions for each video, so it's always worthwhile checking it out. I also tend to put the names of the actual quests as well, just to... Oh, I'll have that, because I'm going to need it at some point for my house, so we might as well... There we go. There we go, awesome. Grab this. Now this obviously doesn't look good. So I think this dungeon is basically all Draugrs, so we should be okay. But just to be on the safe side, I'll take the Imp Stool, yes please. It's quite a funky little dungeon actually as well, and the boss fight is actually quite a difficult one. So hopefully we'll get to do it all in one go. Would be nice. So yeah, Imp Stool, there's loads of these. Imp Stool and some Fungal Pod, which you can find around Morthal. and you got yourself a pretty decent paralysis potion. The only problem with it is it does restore some energy to the guy you hit with your arrow, but it's not a problem as long as they're paralysed. That's the main thing, because then you can just lay into them, and it doesn't really matter that they get some energy back really. I must admit, if you know of a better paralysis poison recipe, leave it in the comments below, but to be honest, this is the easiest one that I know of, because I know where to find the ingredients quite easily. So I'm just doing a scoot around here, and we'll check out these bodies and see what's going on. Because at the moment as well, I don't have the green finger perk, so I only get one of each mushroom. Green finger perk you can get in the alchemy tree, and what it does basically means for every time you pick up a plant, you'll actually get 2 instead of 1. More iron. But, yeah, let's take it. Might as well while we're here. I'm not sure why it's suddenly... Oh, probably because I'm sneaking. Doesn't seem to want to work on this one. There we go. Sometimes using it like that, it won't actually pick up the ore for some reason. I think that's it for mushrooms for now, so let's crack on. See a big glowing thing. Let's check out these buddies. They're all named, which is interesting. So Argius, let's see his story. Take his gold. Not really bothered about the rest of it though. And Regen, gold, lockpick, silver. Interesting. Is that more imp still? Yeah. And this guy looks important. Let's get up there. Vidgrod. Again, these look like there's some sort of bandits that may have taken refuge in here or something like that, but it doesn't look good. Okay. And we've got a key, and also Argius journal. So let's open this up and see what actually happened. Never thought I'd see the day we will run out of the knife point gang. Lisa Storm should have covered our tracks. Vidgod, Ryan and I took shelter in a cave for the night. Looks like there's an old ruin here. Lisa's no Drogma around. Vidgod and Rain both want to set up here for a while, maybe do some raiding. They ought to know better. The road's deserted, especially this time of year. Plenty of better places up north. But they seem awfully insistent about staying here. Wouldn't even lend a hand when I went out to hunt tonight. Something's wrong. Rain hasn't said a word since she woke up this morning. Just keeps staring off into space. Vidgrod isn't much better. They're sick? Not like any illness I've ever heard of. I just walked out on them, but I can't seem to get up the nerve. I feel like something's holding me back. What is this place? We're not alone. I can hear him now. Someone's speaking in my mind. Old, powerful. Halldir, that's the name. He wants something from us. Needs us to stay for magic to work. I tried to run. I can't. Just like them. Rain jumped first. Onto the cairn. That's what Master wants. Blood. Sacrifice. Power to live again. His magic. I can feel it pulsing in my blood. He's draining us. We'll serve him soon. Our bodies, our souls. Just like the others. They're waiting. It's my turn. So obviously they were taken over by some sort of spirit who wanted to basically do some sort of blood sacrifice. But for now I'm just going to sleep for an hour. Oh man, yeah, I forgot. I'm still a werewolf, so I can't actually get the effect of that. So that's annoying. I'll have to remember to get rid of that at some point. I'm keeping beast form just so that it kind of makes me immune to vampires, because you can't have both. So it just makes it easier when you're dealing with vampire attacks. Nothing there. I mean, that shield is always random. When I did a dry run earlier today, it was actually a dwarven shield. So next time it's a hide shield. So let's continue up. We're basically going to be fighting ghosts, I think it is at first. We'll soon find out. Now this little pool's pretty pointless, to be honest. There's actually nothing in here whatsoever. But I just thought to show you anyway. And linen wrap, room. Whoops.
No one hides from the dead.
I did. sweet. Now randomly these ghosts you can actually loot them, so for some bizarre reason. Normally they don't tend to leave anything, but these ones do, so that's good. Sadly there's nothing really interesting that I want. And unlike Draugr, these ghosts kind of pop in and out whenever they want, so you've got to be careful. No, I don't really want the longbow. I don't want it. Amulet de Bella. That's really useful, so I'll take that. But the rest of it you can keep. Pickpocket Ghost. Okay, why not? 84% steel. What the heck? I didn't steal anything. Hey buddy. Goodbye. Oh dear. What did I just set off? Ah, okay, there's a trap there obviously. And oh, there's another ghost here, so what the hell? Hello. I doubt it. I can't remember if there's another one. But I think there is more imp stool. Nice. Yeah, this is the way we're generally supposed to go. I think there's actually a Draugr as well somewhere around here. Ectoplasm. I can use that to ectoplasm. I can use to temper the ghost blade, which is kind of it's quite a good. I'll just show you. It's quite a good little weapon to get actually, because it doesn't do bad damage. I'll just find it. Ghost blade. Here we go. And it only weighs 1, so it's pretty cool. I can't remember right now where I got it from, but I'll leave it in the description. But I honestly, I mean, it's in 41 damage and it weighs just 1. So, you know, it's a good little thing to carry around. I mean, if you compare it, for example, to an ebony sword, that's 21 and weighs 15. So, you know, definitely worth picking it up. There's the trigger plate for the swing trap. To be fair, there's not actually anything that interesting in here. But I'm just coming for the imp stool more than anything else. And I'll take that just in case. It's a pretty pointless little area. So we'll press on. Obviously I will grab those. Oops.
Does someone live among the dead?
Actually worked quite well. Always, I mean, when you got sneak as high as I have, I've got it at 100. If you fire an arrow, it will kind of distract them and they'll look the other way, giving you the critical attack bonus, which is kind of cool.
Nothing.
I don't think so. For any more? I think there may be one more, but for now, let's just loot the body. What is your story? Gold, thank you. I think there might be another one somewhere. Well, that definitely looks like a Draugr, yeah. I'm using crappy arrows as well for now, just because I've got them in my inventory just to try and get them used up basically. Oh, I see you. Don't get up. Oh, you had to be a scourge, didn't you? Haha, timber! Okay, that was lucky actually, to be honest. And for some reason the dramatic music is playing, I'm not quite sure why. Okay, so we have a gate there, and it's quite an easy one. There's no kind of trap or anything. There's the trigger. Oop, another one. So it's just behind the seat. It's not a big problem. Let's carry on. Hello. Hello. Anybody home? Okay, now that's obviously where we would like to go. It's a treasure room. And again, we've got one of these swinging door kind of trap. That's actually a dart trap there. So what you need to do is, there's 3 little pillars you just need to swing. So we'll go do that. The first one is, whoa, hello.
Is someone there?
No, nobody there. All in your head. Okay. So yeah, this one is birds. So birds it is. Nothing I want. Chick of milk, why not? Just for the hell. And you're done as well. Coin purse, thank you very nicely. Oh, I see you. Sit down. Okay, so what's this one? This one's a snake. So snake it is. Oops. And we have ourselves an Orca shield. Oh, I'm too heavy as usual. And an adept chest. And what do we get? Gold, ebony greatsword, damn, glass war axe. Okay, let's see what we can get rid of. Need to shed some weight somehow. Okay, we're going. Iron Warhammer of the Souls. I've already got the Soul Trap spell, so you can go. Staff of Ice Storm. It's worth quite a lot though. That can go. Oops. Alright, so that's enough for now. Let's press on. Just got to be careful of the weight. Okay, what's the story here? Whales or fish or whatever those are supposed to be. So that's that done. Take that. Take that. Is that a normal dagger? It is. So I'm not bothered. Okay, let's try this again. Awesome. Again, there's nothing in that water, so it's not really worth it. I'm just going to be a bit more selective with the mushrooms as well. The only thing I really want is fly Amanita and imp stool. Oh, you sense what? Death? An arrow to the back? Anyway, let's have a look. No, thank you. Okay, there's a tripwire here, and I think it's one of those, I can't remember what it is actually, I think it might be a spike. Yeah, one of those log traps, which will actually insta-kill you on Legendary, so you got to be careful of those. And to be honest, I don't think this chest is going to be that great, but anyway. Imperial helmet, steel war, hammer, oops, urn, gimme. Chest is booby trapped as well with a flame trap, which is just there, so be careful of that. I mean, if you can't be bothered picking it, which to be honest I can't, so you just shoot them. It's another way of doing it. And we'll take what's inside. Sweet. That's pretty much it. We're going this way, and then I think it was this way. We're coming to a 20-minute mark as well, so I'm going to pick this up a little bit. Although I think this is a boss fight, so not sure what to do. Should we do it now? Yeah, what the heck, let's do it. Let's rock. Now one thing I'm going to do though, I'm going to put on the decent arrows for this, just because I know what's coming up. You're basically going to fight this Halldir in 4 forms, I think it is. But I'll show you that. There he is. Where you at? Now he summons two kind of copies, one of which is using fire attacks and one of them is using ice, so you've got to be really careful. And my aim is all over the place right now, which doesn't help. Where's the other one? There's the fire one. And I think all that's left now is the big guy, the main guy himself. Oh, I've already killed him. Because this was a lot more difficult on the on my dry run, but I seem to have just blown through that this time around. Oh no, there he is. Damn it. Goodbye. Oh no, I thought that was a death cam, but for some reason it seems to be giving me kill cams now when I poison, when I paralyse the bad guys. Not quite sure why. Whoopsie. Yeah, he's almost dead. Can you die, please? Thank you. So as you can see, the lights out. That means you know, the fight's over, and that was Halldir himself. So he had 4 gold, and what you're after is this Halldir Staff. It's kind of a named object. Calms less powerful opponents for 60 seconds and traps their souls should they die. So you know, it's not bad, but we'll take it. Although randomly, bizarrely, it's still there. So hang on, does that mean I can get 2? That can't be right. Yep, well, effectively we can have 2. Excellent. So I can keep one for myself and ditch the other one and sell the other one, which is kind of nice. So that's just glitched out on me, but it's a nice glitch for once. So just quickly loot the place as is standard. So that's that done. Not going to take that because I don't really want to ruin the book. This is what all the trouble was about. Rjorn's drum, so I'll take that. There's also some gold. Scroll, hide helmet, not bothered, not bothered, not bothered, and you can keep that as well. Anything exciting over here? Yep, 8 soul gem. Just having a quick scoot round, because you never know. Maybe something useful. Door for Mora, so that would be a no then. What did Ice Guy have? Let's just check over here. Steel Nordic gauntlets. Right, so that was a big no. Now to get out of here, the quickest way is open this trapdoor and just carefully drop down. Otherwise you could fall to your death, which would just be embarrassing. As you can see, the little temple pile as well has been destroyed, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this place. So let's get out of here. Quickly, whoops, that was pointless. Let's quickly get over to Solitude, hand in the quest, because again the payoff is actually quite good. As when you hand in the drum, because he was a battle drummer, I think you get a load of you get like 1 skill point in quite a lot of combat, like heavy armor, blocking, one-handed, two-handed, that kind of thing. So as always, let's get over to Blue Palace, because that's the closest place to the Bards College, rather than having to run through the entire town. Oops, no, that's Markarth. I don't want to go there. There we go. Blue. The Cat's is still there. Interesting. Anyway, Blue Palace, here we come. Okay, and as usual, what time is it? It's morning time, but that actually makes it a little easier as well to find them, because we know he'll be sleeping, so we can just wake him up and hand in the quest, not a problem. So in we go. Okay, so let's find this guy with the dodgy hat. Okay, so he's upstairs. Of course he is. Way up, bro. Rjorn. Here we go.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Okay, I've got your drum.
At last. I have searched for this drum for 20 years.
We did search very well.
The treasury is a bit thin right now, but I can show you some tricks I learned from my days with the army. I suppose I should return to my papers.
So that's not bad. I mean, the Bard College don't tend to pay you in gold, they do tend to pay you in skills. But you can see there, you know, if you're a sword and shield character, this quest is perfect for you. As you get a buff to smithing, heavy armour, blocking, one-handed and two-handed. So all I'm going to do now quickly on this episode is there's another old crone we have to go see to get the final mission, which is a flute. It's kind of a guitar, but I can never remember where she is, so do bear with me a second. Is it you?
It makes me sad whenever I think about it.
Okay, so it's Inga Six Fingers. So why are you sad?
Oh, sorry. My mind wanders sometimes.
Okay.
I was just thinking about Finn's loot.
I'm sure you
Over
were.
a year ago, thieves broke into the college and made off with a lot of valuable things, mostly gold and silver. But they also stole Finn's loot. We just learned where the bandits fled to, and I very much want that loot back.
Okay, and so what's so important about this loot?
Finn was the bard who invented the 8-course loot that is commonplace today.
Okay, you say so.
Until he found a way to string the extra courses, bards only had 6-course loots. The loot they stole is Finn's original 8-course loot. I doubt they even realize its true value.
Okay.
Glad that distraction's over.
Fair enough. Okay, so where we're going is literally a place that we've been to a couple of times already. I'll just show you. It's Stony Creek Cave, which is quite close to Riften, and it's also close to Mazult and Ansevund. Now I remember. Ansevund is actually where you get Ghostblade from, so you know it's kind of handy. And like I said in another video, you know, you will come across these items. They're always in these locations, but I just recommend not picking them up until you actually get the quest, because otherwise if it's in your inventory before you've actually officially got the Bard Guild quest, they tend to get stuck there and there's just no way of getting them out there, or at least that's happened to me quite a few times. So I just recommend, you know, if you go into Stone Creek Cave, go in there fair enough when you're not doing the Bard College quest, but if you come across the loot, just leave it there. Just leave it there until you actually get the quest. And that's coming up on the next episode. Sorry it's been a bit longer than normal, but sometimes, you know, these things just happen that way. But I hope you join me for the next episode as we go to Stony Creek Cave, and I'll catch you guys later. For now though, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and peace.